Hey Marcel.
Dat is wel bijzonder dat jij mij bij mij thuis
ja. We are on our way to Marcel Kittel.
Victor de Kittel, le meilleur sprinter de ce Tour de France. Kittel! Impressionnant, plein cadre aujourd'hui.
And the plans are that he is going to be the new sprint coach of the Unibet Rose Rockets for 2026. Next to all the signings of new riders, I think this is pretty big. 14 times Tour de France stage winner, wearer of the yellow jersey, will be the sprint coach of the Unibet Rose Rockets with Dylan Groenewegen. I think it's pretty big. I think the first time I called him is already 2 or 3 years ago. But then he was still doing a lot of media, German national television, the NOS, the Dutch national television, and he was more focused on that. And then, beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2025, I reached out to him with the plan of the sprint train. I think that really triggered him as well, because he hasn't been part of the peloton since he stopped or quitted cycling himself. But it started before Tour de France, then we spoke a few times during the Tour de France. And then after the Tour de France, we went more in depth with strategy of how to set up such a sprint train.
Teken je echt de sprinttrein uit, Jesse?
Nee, laat maar eens even tekenen. Wacht even, vergoeding? 0 euro. 100 piek bij winst.
Zo.
Voor wie dan? Voor jullie of?
Ja, dat komt. Gaan we daar ruzie over maken? Of eerst
Plus bier.
Oh, plus bier.
Vond je het? Ik ga van...
Ja, hij gaat eruit.
Top, ik vond het prima.
Was dit de handshake?
Dit was de handshake. Marcel Kittel, renner van Unibet Rose Rockets in 2016.
The last week it got more formal, and now it's the 18th of November. It's quite an exciting day as we are filming the announcement video today. There is some national media coming over. I brought some cake as well. On one hand we have to work really hard to make an announcement video, and on the other hand we also gonna celebrate the cooperation and maybe also discuss some things about the future. Oh, de schoonmaakster komt.
Hallo, hallo.
Hallo, we zijn wat vroeg. Is Marcel er zelf ook al? Of,
Ja, die is net even weg. Ik weet niet wat hij aan het doen is, maar die komt zo weer aan. Die is net de auto weg. Dus
Oké. Nou, dan gaan we lekker wachten. Hey Marcel.
Dat is wel bijzonder dat jij mij bij mij thuis
ja.
Heb je zin in een koffie?
Ja, koffie. Ja. Ja, zo Twente.
Lekker. Of
Affamier.
de moderne variant van melk. Of
Zoek. Taking?
yes, please.
Oh, and we have to switch to English as well. Otherwise, everyone has to watch with subtitles the whole video.
No problem for me, boss. I can speak English.
And when was the first time you heard about the Rockets?
The first time I heard about, not the Rockets, the crazy Titema guys. I think really when you started to hand out pizzas and did crazy stuff during the Tour de France.
Hey, you watched the YouTube videos?
Then I watched it,
Yeah.
And then I really also was aware that there is some crazy Dutch YouTubers doing funny stuff. And the funny part is, I think that the riders really enjoyed it.
We started in 2019, and you stopped?
2019.
2019?
Yeah. No, I didn't watch it as a rider. I retired already. So,
you retired in 2019 before the Tour de France?
Yeah.
So you never...
I never got a pizza from you guys. That's actually bad.
Did you expect that we started a professional cycling team?
for me that was content I consumed, but I never thought that there would be a team following after that. I think the first moment that I realized that you guys are serious is when you called me to ask if I'm into the idea of becoming a sports director at the team.
That was 21?
21 or 22, something like that. It's also like a compliment, huh? And to feel that your experience is still needed. So that was nice. But it was not the right time for me, really, also because there were so many things happening with the family. Yeah.
What was your first thoughts when I explained to you about the sprint train?
Everything about this reminds me of my own career start as a professional in 2011. You know, coming to a team that is focused on sprinting. That's where I identified myself with the whole idea. And I think it had to be on this sort of level, you know, about the story and everything. Otherwise, I would have thought, yeah, just another sports director. I don't want to be that. You are special, how you approach things. The whole team is special. How you not only work in, you know, on a sportive perspective, but also how you work with media. That's something where I can really learn a lot from. And also, when it's about sprinting, add a lot. So I think it was a great match, and it's still a great match. But the first moment was great. Yeah.
Do you also think it's smart that we focus on the sprint?
I think it's probably the only choice that you have. I mean, you came already very far, and it's probably not the only choice, but it's a logic choice to start through sprinting. Because on average, I would assume it's definitely much cheaper than directly starting with the GC game. The whole infrastructure that you need around GC riders is a different one that you need for sprinters. And sprinting itself as a discipline is also something where you have so many... It feels like it's a huge formula with a lot of unknown variables in it. And that's actually what I think we should really try to do, to also explain to the riders, to the lead out, to the sprinters, work with them together on, you know, getting security and setting up a sprint train that is consistent and has not a guarantee, but a high chance of scoring again and again and again. And I think that's the most interesting part of identifying together where problems, where chances, and really to then be successful on the highest level.
And then today we will do the announce video. Mm-hmm. NOS is coming along. It's possible.
Yeah, with
Han, your
my former
colleagues.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Mitchell is responsible for all the announcement videos, the creative responsible, and he brought a whole package of Lego.
We are planning to shoot a social announcement video where Bas is playing with his Lego. He's forming the sprint train. He's forming it with Lucas, Dylan, and other riders. And then he picks up this guy, Marcel. And he says, "Marcel, are you joining the Rockets?"
And I think the trigger is we want that all people think that Marcel is joining the Rockets in the sprint train, right?
Yeah, because
that's the trick.
He says he's too old to sprint, but still he's just 37 years old.
1 year younger than Wout Poels, for example.
Yeah,
he's younger than Wout.
Yeah. So the joke will be that he says, "Not with that helmet," and we're gonna see it in the announcement clip if he does it like I do.
It actually works.
It actually works.
Let's go.
And he puts himself here because he will be our sprint expert.
Who's gonna film it?
I think you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ja, 50 meter.
Heb je ook van dat soort bordjes? 50 meter.
Gaan we zo ook de sprinttrein uitleggen aan de jongens? Waar de renners denken van, what the fuck. We gaan toch niet met een Lego-voorbereiding naar de Tour volgend jaar of een andere grote wedstrijd.
Volgend jaar elke wedstrijd voorbespreking beginnen we zo. En dan bouwen we het parcours.
Geen idee. Ja, wat nieuws te melden, hè?
Ja, ik ga terug naar de topsport.
Wat ga je doen?
Ik ga een soort van comeback vieren volgend jaar met Unibet Rose Rockets. Samen daar met hun ga ik als sprintexpert werken, hun begeleiden en ook natuurlijk ook een vast onderdeel uitmaken van de ploeg. En ook coaching in de ploeg gaan integreren en dat is heel belangrijk en ik voel me daar...
Sorry, hij heeft niet gestart.
Nou, moeten we even... Kijk, hij heeft het allemaal. Hij heeft wel gestart. Hij heeft wel gestart.
Ik moet even...
Dat is denk ik de nieuwe kwaliteit, ook bij de Rockets, dat wij met zo'n ambitie in de wedstrijden gaan starten.
Ja, waar zit jouw grote uitdaging, jouw grote ambitie om dit te gaan doen?
Ja, voor mezelf is het natuurlijk eigenlijk op alle vlakken een uitdaging. Hè. Nu heel snel in deze groep.
Veel erfolg.
Vielen Dank, Han.
Veel erfolg.
Ja.
Nou, dit kan je toch ook?
Ja.
Dus hij pakt dit popje. Yes, what not? Met deze helmet. Ik moet zeggen, daar ben ik heel tevreden mee. En dan, uiteraard,
Wel blonde haren.
kenmerkende
Blonde
koek.
haren, ja.
En not in
Hoe was die haren schön?
En, nou, kijk, special egg, mocht je nog, er staat in ons script dat we inderdaad Du hast die Haare schön spelen.
Kind doet de was, hè?
Ja.
Alleen nu nog even uitvoeren.
Nu alleen moeten deze sterren moeten nog even gaan. You're just looking at the track and then like you're thinking with it. So something like this.
The sprint train. Thomas, Dylan.
Your line is need any help.
Do you need any help?
Exactly. So you're a bit creepy behind him. And then 2, 1, go.
Do you need any help? Do you need any help?
Marcel?
Yeah?
So you're joining the Rockets?
Yes, I'm joining the Rockets. Yeah, I'm joining the Rockets, but not with that helmet. Oh. Hey. Sorry. But not with that helmet. This is better. Bas, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can I keep this as a souvenir?
Yeah, you can.
For the kids to play with the Lego, of course. I would never do that.
Can you introduce all the German fans to our channel?
Liebe deutsche Rocket-Fans und die es noch nicht sind vor allem, ich würde mich mega freuen, wenn ihr dem Team Rockets, den Rose Rockets folgt und natürlich allen Rennfahrern, den ganzen Staff, den tollen Geschichten. Klickt rein, lasst ein Abo da und vor allem auch einen Thumbs up.
Das hast du gut gesagt. Wir gehen jetzt auch Deutsch sprechen in jedem Video.
Sehr gut, ich freue mich.
Ja, danke und tschüss.